Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Google Calendar event from Microsoft To Do. So in this case, I want whenever a new event is created in my Microsoft To Do, automatically that event should be scheduled in my Google Calendar on that specific day. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect, in which we need to connect a trigger and an action. So in this process, our trigger application will be Microsoft To Do and our action application will be Google Calendar. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create a Google Calendar event from Microsoft To Do. So in this case, I want whenever a new event is created under my Microsoft To Do list named as 2024 events, automatically that event should be scheduled in my Google Calendar. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect. You can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. After signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here you can see a create workflow button on the top right corner. Here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this button. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, we have to give a name to our workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Google Calendar event from Microsoft To Do. And now I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow with the name Create Google Calendar Event from Microsoft To Do. And here you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Microsoft To Do and my trigger event as new task. And now to connect my Microsoft To Do with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Microsoft To Do is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Microsoft To Do. Here I'm going to give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and now here it is asking me to select the list. So for that, let me take you back to my Microsoft To Do. And here you can see I have created a list with the name 2024 events. So moving back to Pabbly window, and here I'm going to select my list as 2024 events. And now after selecting my list, I'm going to create a new event task in my Microsoft To Do. And for that, let me take you back to my Microsoft To Do. So now here in Microsoft To Do, under my list named as 2024 events, I'm going to create a new task by simply clicking on this add a task button. Here I'm going to give a title to my event, meet and greet event, and now I'm going to select a date for that event. So here I'm going to click on this pick a date, and here for the date I'm going to select 21st May. And now I'm going to click on the save. And here you can see we have successfully added a due date for this event, and now I'm going to click on this add button. And after creating this event, I'm going to click on this event. And here I'm going to add a note for this event, that is visit the Maple for meet and greet event. So here I've successfully added a note. So moving back. And now let's go back to our Pabbly window. And here I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the title as meet and greet event. Also we have received the ID, due date, time zone, due date, date, time, created date, time, and body content such as visit the Maple for meet and greet event. So here we have received the due date time in a different format. So here before creating an event in our Google Calendar, we are going to format this due date with the help of date time formatter with Pabbly. So for that, what we are going to do is that we are going to add an action step here. And here in our action step, I'm going to select my action application as date time formatter by Pabbly. and my action event as add or subtract time. And now I'm going to click on this connect. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. Moving forward. And now here it is asking for enter date, expression, to format and for format. So here instead of entering the date manually, here I will map the date. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I will map the date from the response I have received in my Microsoft To Do. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever a new event is created in my Microsoft To Do, automatically this previously existing details will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the due date time. Moving forward, here for the expression, I'm going to enter the expression as plus 24 hours. Moving forward, here for the to format, I'm going to select the format as year, month, date, time, hour, minute, seconds. And same for the from format. And now after adding all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send as request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a formatted date and time in the result. So with this, we have successfully formatted our date and time by using date and time formatter by Pabbly. And now we are going to add another action step. And here for our action application, we are going to select the application as Google Calendar. And my action event as create an event. And now to connect my Google Calendar with Pabbly Connect, here I am going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Calendar account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and now here it is asking me to select the calendar. So for that, let me take you back to my Google Calendar. And here I've created a calendar with the name Microsoft To Do Events. So moving back to Pabbly window, and here I'm going to select my calendar as Microsoft To Do Events. So now after selecting the calendar, moving forward, and now here it is asking for title. So here I'm going to map the event title from the response I have received in my Microsoft To Do. So here I'm going to map the title. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the description of the title. Moving forward, here this location field is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. But if you want to enter the location, then you can do it as per your need. Moving forward, here for the start date time, I'm going to map the created date time I have received in my Microsoft To Do. And here for the and date time, I'm going to map the result I have received in my date time formatter. Moving forward, here for the time zone, I'm going to search for my time zone, that is ETC/UTC. So here I'm going to select my time zone. Moving forward, here for the visibility, I'm going to select public. And now here it is asking for guest and event recurrence rule. So again, these are not a required field. So here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any other detail, then you can do it as per your need. And now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. So now let's go and check our Google Calendar. And here you can see we have successfully created an event on May 17th and this event is scheduled for 21st May. So with this, we have successfully set up our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as Microsoft To Do and an action as datetime formatter and Google Calendar. So that whenever a new event is created in a Microsoft To Do, automatically the due date of that event should be formatted using datetime formatter, and after that, using all these details, an event should be scheduled in my Google Calendar. And here, as you know, Microsoft To Do is a pooling based application. That means it will capture the new response in next 8 hours. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.